It's been 2 months and a day since the unrest and looting started in Gauteng and Kwazulu Natal. To boost the economy in eThekwini, Mayor Mxolisa Kaunda on Friday launched the My City, My Heritage campaign aimed at boosting local tourism. He said they're expecting increased visitor numbers during the Heritage Public Holiday long weekend from September 23rd to 26th and the October school holidays. The municipality has also opened applications for Spaza Relief Fund to help small businesses rebuild. To tell us more, we are joined by Deputy City Manager, Economic Development and Planning, Phillip Sithole. Phillip, a very good morning. Great to speak to you. Now, talk us through My City, My Heritage and that campaign. What does it expect to achieve?
Well, good morning to you and good morning to the viewers. The My City, My Heritage, My City campaign, it's a campaign that we started last year. It's a campaign that tells a story about the city. Like all international cities, when international or local visitors come to a destination, they want to know how the city has evolved. So this particular campaign, it's a campaign that is aimed to tell visitors on how we've evolved as a city from 1920 to where we are today, and where the name Durban comes from, which are the main attractions that are related to our heritage. In this instance, we're talking about the City Hall that was built around 1920. We're talking about the International Convention Center, in which its site was a prison before. We are talking about Bamuhle Museum, which tells the story of how an African person used to live and used to be received in the city of Durban around 1920s to early 1970s. And we also want to project our cultural and historical sites within the cultural precinct, which involves City Hall, the old station, train station, as well as the workshop area, which then includes the ICC as the area of convention for international communities.
Now, Phillip, when you prefix city and heritage with my, it suggests an ownership. It suggests that the people of Durban or people of KZN are involved in the ownership of this city and of this heritage. Is this explicit? Is this part of the plan in getting the inhabitants or the residents of KZN to take ownership of this campaign?
Yes, the story is told through people who are in the creative space, who are in the creative industry. That would be your artist in various form of being artists. So that's how locals get involved. Locals also get involved through jobs that are created through tourism. Locals are also getting involved by visitors utilizing their products. It could be B&Bs, it could be manufactured products. But lastly, it's also about talking to where we originated as a city. So it's part of a social cohesion where there is unison amongst the residents of Durban in telling this particular story.
Now, when we look at COVID numbers, KZN numbers are still on the up. We also look at the recent civil unrest, which have had an impact on how people would view visiting Durban. Is there an active mechanism in place to deal with those two issues specifically?
Well, in terms of COVID numbers, like the rest of South Africa, numbers are not good. But what we can state in terms of the last report that was given by the City Health within the city is that numbers in terms of COVID are stabilizing. So we are a destination that can be visited. It's safe, provided that people stick within the rules of COVID-19. So people are free to come here, and all product owners and people who are providing service to tourists they are complying. I mean, they're in compliance with the regulations. And we also would like to encourage visitors when they come here to be compliant. When it comes to the image of the city due to the unrest that took place in early July, I'm happy to report that some of the businesses have now returned back, and some are in the rebuilding phase, and the city is contributing towards that rebuilding phase because there are deferment of payments, packages that have been put together that talks to deferments where deferments are required, and there are also incentives that have been set aside by the city. Lastly, it's also about talking to certain specific areas, like if you take the River House Valley, quite a number of businesses are rebuilding in that valley, which was affected. Konopia, I know that businesses are in the rebuilding phase. In the townships, in some of the malls, like Mega City and Wamnyando, I think some of the shops have already been opened. So we are back in business, but slowly and surely we will be back. I think in 3 months we'll be fully back. But other than that, it's safe to come and visit the city of Durban.
Now, we have no doubt that Durban has some incredible spots. In fact, the longest date, which is a reality show on local television, takes us through places like Lake Eland Game Reserve, Leopard Rock Coffee Shop, and Lookout Chalets, and many other places. So you are not devoid of places for people to visit. Are you using this affirmation by shows on local TV and obviously other international shows and documentaries to boost this tourism drive?
Yes, we've got several platforms that we are using. It will include social media, TV channels, people who are legends in the city to go out and talk about a positive story. Quite recently, there was a video that was put together by an international artist, which will be on the screens soon, which is a documentary where the artist talks about how his life was shaped by the city of Durban and how he has grown in the industry and how he compares the city of Durban with other international cities, which gives a story that Durban is an international city by all measures, although we've got our own challenges. So indeed, we do use various platforms, including international platforms, including the platform that has been provided right now, where we are saying people can come and enjoy the heritage of Durban during the month of September. And it's not only during the month of September, but the month of September is the launch of that heritage experience. It goes beyond the month of September.
Phillip, Sithole, thank you kindly for your time.